Okay, so a lot of my friends have come now and asked me what is Bitcoin and why is it that I personally invest in it, hold it, and am a big fan of it. So I'm just going to kind of break it down compared to all other things, especially different cryptocurrencies. So Bitcoin, what makes it a little bit different than other cryptocurrencies or money is that it's kind of the store of value like gold, only it's a digital form of asset, right? You can take this thing borderless across any different country that you want to. You can use a cold storage wallet so that you can cross borders with it. Like, have you ever tried to cross a border with $10,000 in cash? They're not going to let you. They're going to take that away from you, right? But you can literally put any amount of money, millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, $200, it doesn't matter. And you can put it in your little wallet. I'll show you exactly what that looks like. I personally use this one, which is the Nano S, but I also have a Nano X, which I use for personal use. These are both made by Ledger, really secure wallets, really inexpensive. And you don't even need these with you. In fact, all you need in order to take your Bitcoin with you is your memory. Okay, so imagine being able to take money anywhere in the world, transfer money to anyone in the world with nothing but either a little tiny wallet like this, or you can even use an online wallet, which I don't recommend. I recommend keeping it off the internet, that way it doesn't get hacked. With all these hackers out there, there's been millions of people who have, not millions, but there's been a lot of people who have lost millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin just because they didn't have their memory with them or they didn't have their wallet with them. Either way, it's a store of value and you don't have to worry about this counterparty risk. Okay, so what it is basically a proof of concept where Satoshi Nakamoto came up with, and he said, hey, listen, we're going to make the money. We're going to define what money is, what makes this store of value, this money. And for 5,000 years now, gold has acted as a store of value or as a money for anyone looking to hold an asset, hold something of value and transfer it. And in 1971, something interesting happened when Richard Nixon came out and said that he was not going to back the US dollar with gold. So before 1971, the government used to not print a dollar bill unless it could be redeemed for gold or if they had that gold handy in a little vault somewhere. With Bitcoin, it's literally a proof of concept where, let's think of it like this. It's a digital gold, but there is no server, okay? So when we're using a computer, there's a third-party risk because there's a server, okay? And then on the other side of that server, you have a protocol, which is like the computer that you're listening to me to from now, or the phone, or whatever it is you're listening to this video from. So you have a server and you have a protocol. With Bitcoin, you only have two protocols. So it goes through the protocol, you sign off on how much money you want to transfer to somebody, whether it be $5 or $200,000, and you can do it almost instantly. It may take a few minutes because what actually happens is it goes through these worldwide computers or a web of worldwide computers all throughout the internet and goes through some nodes and has to get verified by people anonymously so that they can verify the transaction has been signed by you and that you're sending it to a legitimate address. Now, it's happened to me where I've put in the wrong address and the Bitcoin kind of got stuck. And what ends up happening is the miner or the person verifying that transaction has to send it back to you because there is no other place for them to send it to. They can't just steal it from you. They get paid for solving these problems in Bitcoin, which is why they're motivated to make sure that they verify the transactions. But essentially what it is a form of money or a form of digital money that you can take anywhere with you. You have no third-party risk, and best of all, nobody can print Bitcoin. They have a total supply of 21 million Bitcoin. When you think about that it's a finite digital gold, something that you can't just go mine more of it. Well, that starts to make you realize why it's gone from a guy in 2010 that bought 2 large pizzas from Papa John's for 10,000 Bitcoin to now that Bitcoin being worth over $120,000 in today's money. So anyway, I just thought I'd shoot this real quick video to let you know what it is that Bitcoin was, why I use it, why I'm such a big fanatic of it, why I think it's a better asset than real estate or anything else out there that you can hold as far as a store of value. I mean, everybody knows I was in real estate for a long time and I used to pitch how great it was to own a home, but I'm going to tell you right now, homes come with high fees when you want to buy or sell. They're illiquid. It takes a long time for them to sell. When they do, most people need to get a loan anyway, so it's going to be a 30-day transaction. Plus, you're going to have a couple of weeks maybe of getting the house ready just to show. So, and yeah, you could say, well, I'm going to use leverage to buy that house, so I'm going to put 3% down or 5% down, or maybe I can get it with 0% down and the home goes up in value. But it's only going up usually, and you can take a chart, go back in time, it only goes up by the amount that the money has been debased. Meaning when the Fed decides that they're going to turn on that money printer and start printing money, sure, the houses are going to go up in value, but that's just because there's not enough assets to absorb all the money that they just printed. You can't print houses, so they print money, and that brings the value of the houses up. And still, even at that, houses have only gone up by 6% per year, 3% per year. That's what they consider to be a healthy market. And then a lot of times they're going to go down too, but if they go down at the wrong time, you could end up seeing yourself in a foreclosure situation or something like that. So take my advice, maybe not hold a home for an asset. Maybe look at holding Bitcoin. Maybe rent a house. That way you're not stuck with doing all the repairs. You're not stuck with all the maintenance. You're not stuck with any of the stuff that comes along cost-wise with owning a home. And you can get right into Bitcoin and make it into cash instantly. In fact, you can transfer it right from Cash App or Venmo or other digital forms of money right into your bank account within minutes. So if you guys like this video, if you think that somebody else out there needs to know what Bitcoin is, go ahead and subscribe, share, and we'll talk to you later. Bye now.